Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so this is looking at the CoinGecko page for XOXNO. XOXNO is a token that's not quite out yet. You can't buy it. You can get it in the xLaunchpad Launchpad, which started today. Well, it started today in the way that you can stake EGLD on the XPortal app, or you can do liquid staking in various places. I'm actually using Atom Protocol to stake HEGLD, which is Atom State EGLD, which I showed you in a video yesterday. And this is what the XOXNO site looks like. It shows you various things. You can connect your wallet there and see what tokens you've got. It's mostly known as an NFT marketplace. And I have bought a few NFTs here from this Zoidster collection here, which tend to get used with Zoid Pay, giving various benefits. And I basically just bought a few to make the APR of my shopping pool better for you and for me as well. So there's the Zoidsters I've got. I actually hate the things because they're just ugly, but nevertheless, I have them. They were also rather expensive. Anyway, the best place to look for information about XOXNO is on the xLaunchpad at the moment, where it's got the details of how the launch is going to go. Now, if you watched my video yesterday, you will have seen that I did the staking with Atom Protocol, staking of my EGLD, which has got me this staking eligibility of Tier 2, which gets me the ability to buy 32 lottery tickets. And the lottery tickets are kind of things you buy with EGLD, and then they decide how many you can actually have. And it's normally about sort of between about 20 and 30% of what you've actually bought. So these lottery tickets, because I get 32 from the staking, I get 16 from the energy I've got in the Newton League in X Exchange. So that's like 48 altogether, and that 48 tickets will probably cost me about $2,000, and I'll probably end up with like about 8 lottery tickets. And then what happens, you get the EGLD back, and then you get the actual XOXNO tokens at the end of it. It's a bit of a weird system. It's also worth noting that if you collect the XP points on XPortal, and you've got a long streak of like a few hundred days or whatever, I haven't. It does also entitle you to some extra lottery tickets. It's not the most generous thing in the world. You need 200 days to get one, up to a maximum of whatever it is for about 3, I think. So it's not that brilliant. Also, to collect the XP points used to be free, but now you actually pay a transaction fee. So they're not actually free anymore, and they don't give you any direct benefit apart from things like this, unless there's some benefit that I don't know about. But please tell me if there is, because I don't know. I don't care about my XP points, to be honest. But I do care about how many lottery tickets I get, because this was actually very, very lucrative for the Tadar launch. I think I managed to sort of 4x my money, or at least I'll 4x my money if the Tadar price doesn't come down over the next 12 months, because I only got 25% after the release, and then the remaining 75% is frozen and gets released in 3 goes. And last lot was this month, and then there'll be one in the autumn, and then one in January next year. Now, I did the staking yesterday. What I needed to do today was the KYC, because that is compulsory. So let's go over to my phone to do that. Okay, so to do the KYC, you need to go to Discover, then Launchpad, and then you should be able to go to View Project. By the way, I had to update the app to do this. So the Apple version ends in 0.10, not 0.09. So the new version came out like 5 hours ago. So do make sure you've got the new version. So then you go View Project, okay. So you can see the snapshots down there. So I'm Tier 2, which is because I've got the HEGLD staked, and the Newton League with the energy on X Exchange gets me 16 tickets, so that's a total of 48 altogether, which is good. Okay, so let's proceed with KYC. Okay, so I need ID, proof of address, wealth and income. Okay, so verify my identity. Okay, so I'll go and do this privately. Okay, so those steps were just as you would expect, really. I just used my passport for the photo. For proof of address, I've got a kind of water bill thing that's online, but I actually printed one out and then did a photo of it with my phone. That seemed to be okay. I don't know if you can just do it from the screen of a laptop. Maybe you can. I haven't tried that, but I just thought I'd do as many things as I could to make sure it works, because I think there's only so many times this can happen, because this costs them money each time, so you can't just keep doing it forever. So you want to try and get there as soon as possible. So I've gone back to the computer, and the time is now 15:36 on the 18th of June, and it says here awaiting verification. Okay. Now there were also a few questions about financial status and proof of funds, all that kind of thing. I mean, I don't think it matters too much what you put down there. Just, keep it all fairly mellow, low key. That's what I did. Everything's sort of true, I think. But yeah, I think they just have to be seen to have taken some responses from you. Certainly in the UK, I think what you have to say is, that the funds came from some other source of your own, that kind of thing. A little bit intrusive, but, that's going to happen, isn't it, with something like this, because they don't want multiple entries, understandably. Okay, so I actually started recording this video on the 18th of June, and I was going to post it last night, but I wanted to see if this KYC status changed, but it didn't overnight, unfortunately. So it's 11:35 on Wednesday, the 19th of June now, and it's still saying awaiting verification. I just want to check what people are talking about in the Telegram group. Okay, so this is the xLaunchpad Telegram group. Albert here is saying the X wallet is problematic in connecting. Where can I connect the wallet? I think you saw me do that with XPortal, so that's just straightforward. Hello, to start the KYC process, firstly I should stake EGLD, or can I make KYC before staking? I think you can do KYC before staking. So someone's saying KYC was completed for the previous project, now KYC status not completed. Okay, so for people in the EEA, the European Economic Area, whatever it is, once you've done the KYC on the XPortal app, I believe that stays there forever, unless you change, obviously. For me, in the UK, that isn't applicable anymore, unfortunately, because of Brexit, which was a stupid idea. Okay, so, but for everyone else who can do it on XPortal, you can just use your old KYC, which is cool. So someone's saying here is open the SC smart contract for Hatem liquid staking snapshots for Launchpad. Okay, well I think my video answers that. Should I remove SEGLD from Hatem collateral to stake for in xLaunchpad? Yes, that's what I did. So the people with tax residencies in the UK are not allowed to enter the lottery. That's not true. Yeah, just general people who can't sort of read instructions particularly well. There's a lot of people here who aren't English natives, so that's probably understandable. The snapshots, I believe the snapshots are done daily, so it's not like you can just stake 100 EGLD, get this tier 2 and then unstake it the next day, because it will do an average over the days. So you want to make sure you've got your stuff staked for the whole period. Yeah, there's a few people who haven't followed the correct links. If you're in the UK, you need to do what I did. Now, someone was talking about a vesting period here, and it mentioned the how-to guide, so I'll have a look at that in a moment. Christy here is saying that they staked EGLD on Hatem as HSEGLD, and it says 0 EGLD. That's probably because you haven't gone to the Launchpad feature in Hatem protocol. If you have a look at the video I did yesterday, I think, you'll see what I did. Okay, so it's mainly the same questions getting asked over and over again. So let's see if I can find out about this vesting period. Yeah, indeed, they are doing it the same as Tadar did it. So you're getting 25% when this bit's finished, 25% in September, 25% in November, and then 25% in January 2025. Okay, so that's worth knowing, isn't it? I did spot something else that might be of interest as well. Is if you go to snapshots here, right, mine are both saying 0 EGLD. I think that's because this is only counting what you've got staked in the XPortal app, not the Atom protocol. So mine's all in Atom protocol. I think that's why it's saying 0 here. I remember that from the Tadar one when I had 2 EGLD there, which I don't have anymore, so that's why that's not showing there. But yeah, so that's what that is. So in fact, the guy who was asking about, it was staking in Atom and it was showing 0. That might be the case. But if you're seeing your tier here, even though you've not got EGLD staked in the XPortal, that might be because your Atom thing is done correctly. But you should be seeing something like, so many tickets and whatever tier you are. If you haven't done it correctly, you'll see it more like this XP one here, where it says I've got no tickets and I'm tier 4, which is like the lowest one, which is correct. Okay, so cool. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. This is my 3rd XLaunchpad now, so I'm fairly okay with it now. I'm starting to understand it. It doesn't seem as confusing as it did the first time round, to be honest. And I'm probably making it a little bit more complicated because I'm using Atom protocol rather than just staking EGLD on XPortal. But yeah, as I say, just leave me a comment if you want me to try and work something out, or just leave a comment to say hi. That'd be good. While you're down there, please do like the video. Make sure you've got the bell notification set to all. And once again, do remember to like the video. And above all, tell your friends.